Good day, everyone. This is Pepli the Yogi, and I'm back with another yoga flow. As you can see, I am just on my yoga mat, and I'm just gonna drop my head on the mat while folding my elbows just to release all the tension, the spasms in my hamstrings, my legs, my arms, and my lower back. So, on today's yoga flow, all I do for every asana or flow that I do, I'm just gonna count in my heart from 1 to 10. Okay, so you just hold the pose and then you just start counting. And I'm gonna start with my downward facing dog, and from my downward facing dog, I am also going to bend my knees alternatively on both sides equal amount of time. And also today, I am not going to talk a lot about my yoga flow, so you will just follow suit on what I am doing and just try to imitate if you are here for the yoga flow. All right, so from my downward facing dog, I'm just gonna raise one leg up to the roof, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna take my knee to my elbow and then back to the floor again. And then I'm gonna raise the opposite limb up to the roof, and then from there I'm gonna bend my knee and reach for my elbow. And then from here on again, here I'm gonna go back into my mat. And then from here I'm just gonna walk up to my arms and then fall down again, and then I am just gonna drop my head, stretch my hamstrings one more time. And then I'm gonna rest my head in between my knees, and I'm gonna reach for the back of my legs. And then from this, I'm gonna go into a thunderbolt pose, and here I am just resting my buttocks on my ankles, gonna stretch my back, slowing easily, going sideways, also getting that nice stretch in my neck. Now I'm gonna engage both my arms, just gonna stretch them back and forth. Make sure I stretch my shoulders by taking my hands back and forward, getting that nice stretch on my back and breaking those knots in my shoulders. So you do this also to the count of 10 deep in your heart, and then now I'm just gonna stretch my neck while still in my thunderbolt pose. And then from there, from that thunderbolt pose that I'm still in, I am gonna get up from my mat, and then I'm gonna do a thunderbolt pose with no variations. So this means I'm not adding anything extra, I'm just in the natural habitat. But also you can just drop backwards as much as you can. If you don't, or you're not comfortable with doing this, just remain in your thunderbolt pose and just focus on controlling your breathing. So here I am on my thunderbolt pose, and then now I'm gonna try to lean back again to drop my head on the mat, and then I'm gonna come back from my thunderbolt pose, and doing this all while stretching my arms to the back, to the front, to the back of my neck, sideways, making sure that I release all the tension, not only in my lower body but also in my upper body, to get that nice body stretch, full body stretch. And then from there I'm gonna go into my lunge, and then from my lunge, also called a warrior pose, this stretches also it stretches your knees also, and also improves your balance. So I'm gonna take one arm up to the sky while the other one is rested on the back of my lower leg. And also I'm just gonna have a count of 10, and then from there I'm gonna come back, drop both my elbows to the floor while still in my warrior pose or lunge pose, and then I'm also going to count in my head from this pose. And when I am done from dropping my elbows on the mat, I'm gonna change this variation of lunge pose, and then I'm gonna attempt to do a half split. Also, half split stretches your hamstrings, so you're just gonna rest your head on top of your knee and then stretch those hamstrings so that you can be able to get your split. All right, and then I am just gonna rest my head here while counting in my head or in my heart, because yoga is such a spiritual practice. All right, and then from here now I am going to attempt a split. I haven't done a split in a long time, so as you know, for you to be flexible, you need to keep engaging your muscles. By so I just mean you need to keep stretching as often as possible. If you don't stretch as often as possible, the flexibility just kind of tends to be reduced or leave, or yeah. But also, once you've gotten your split for the first time, it won't be as difficult for you to get it back if you haven't been practicing as often compared to someone who's never been able to get their split at all. So then now I am just gonna do what I did on the opposite limb to the other side. I'm gonna start with my warrior lunge pose, and then one leg is gonna go at the back of my lower leg while the other one is up to the roof, and I'm just gonna count from 1 to 10 in my heart. All right. And then while I'm doing this, you're just gonna follow like we did on the other side. And I just like to touch on the topic of actually showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself, moving your body helps you not only physically, helps you mentally, it helps you emotionally. You're able to regulate your emotions, you're able to be in a happy space. Your energy overall improves. So yoga can help you in more than one way. It's not only the physical that's affected, but it's your overall mental health. And if you are dealing with issues, the best way is to move your body. Like I've heard someone saying that depression, anxiety, stress, they hate a moving object. So if you want to get rid of all those things that are bothering you, the best way to do so is by engaging your body and actually moving your body. If you feel a little bit of unease, tension, the best thing to do, as you know, is to just move your body. Like it may be walking, it may be stretching, it may be running, it may be jogging, it may be playing sport, whatever type of movement that you can do. But in order for you to let go of those negative emotions in your life, you have to move your body. Like those negative things, like someone who's stagnant, someone who's not moving, someone who's not doing like a lot of things. So the best way to help yourself to regulate your nervous system is by moving your body. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go back into the yoga, and then here I am again attempting a split on the opposite side. And then from there, after my split, I am just gonna go back into my practice and then go again into the thunderbolt pose. And again, I'd like to say a thunderbolt pose is a resting pose, more like child pose. So you do this pose when you're trying to catch your breath, and then you are a bit tired from other exercises. You can just stay here, enjoy a cup of your favorite drink. It's a resting pose, but also most muscles of your body are still engaged, from your ankles to your glutes, everywhere. And then while I'm still on the thunderbolt pose, here I am stretching my arms. When we do yoga or most of these exercises as ladies, we tend to focus more on our lower bodies, that we often neglect our upper bodies. And our hands, our arms, like they carry us during the day. We use them often in our daily activities, so there can be a lot of tension stored in our arms as well that we need to let go of. So don't forget to stretch your hands, your arms, your elbows, your shoulders, and also your lower back. So this is gonna be the end of my yoga flow for today, and I'm just gonna end this yoga flow with a child pose, just to rest, to be in that resting pose before I finish everything. So I would like to thank everyone who've made it up to this far on my video, and also thank you and encourage you to stretch, and also to come back for another videos and watch me as I grow this yoga community with you. So thank you. I hope I see you in other videos. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and tell me when was the last time you stretched, and also the benefits of stretching, or how you feel after stretching or engaging yourself in things like yoga or Pilates. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.